Entertainment. Wish I could edit my. I just wish I could have my face on the front of this right now. You just see the lack of emotion. Wait, what? 7th of the 11th from 4 till 6. Well, today is the 6th. So they're having maintenance tomorrow from 4 till 6. Well, is that in the morning or in the evening? Does that count? I think it's morning. I think that's morning. I think it's shit. I won't be playing at that time anyway, because... Well, it might be. If it's 4 till 6 in the afternoon, it might be on it. But, highly doubt. Also, my screen is a bit out, but I can live with it. Right. So, what are we doing today? That's the bigger question. I want that. But it's 2 million, so I'm not buying it. Nope, tonight is just a car chat. Just a quick car chat. I might not even go into any races. Literally just a car chat. Chatting about vehicles and why certain things are certain things and all that sort of stuff, you know. Just going into it. That's why. Hang on. Sorry, I'm messing about in the menus. I like the new Lambo, by the way, if you've just seen it. Advanced settings. No. There we go. What is that? Oh yeah, I think I bought. No, I didn't buy that. I wanted it there. I don't know. I like that. It's you can tell it's a family car. That is cool. I like that. That is cool. That's it. Looks like a Corvette. I think I'm reading Corvette. I don't know. Anyway. Yes, the car chat. So, latest news was the update with the Lambo, the new Mercedes, which I do like. I need to look at the stats for that and work out if I can be able to afford it or not. Not be able, be bothered. Yeah, say 2 mil. I could afford that. I bought the £2 million cars. 422 brake horsepower, 1.6. That is a heavy car. Considering it. 5.5 for braking 3.2. The only reason you would want that car is because you could race the thingy races in it, I think. And before the 1979, yeah, you would, obviously. But because it's a racing spec, I'm guessing it can be used for that. I'd way rather have something like that that's a lot better and cheaper, but you can't use that in certain races that you might want to use other cars in for reasons of I don't know what. Okay, what's the latest from Citroen recently? Last I checked, they didn't have much in. They still don't have much in. Don't think I bought that. I think I might actually, no, I might have bought it. Anyway, the DS3 Racing 2011. So basically, if you want to go and buy a Citroen, just leave. French cars are usually crap. Skipping out Bugatti and maybe Alpine. Keep those, they're quite nice. But don't even get me started. I have one of those. Don't even get me started on this this branding of car. I'm not going into it. No, I don't have any of them. I just have the usual, don't I? There it is. I bought that car. Worst mistake of my life. I've never drove it. The second I got it, I realised it was a mistake, and then decided not to sell it. I'll just not use it. Okay, so I need to decide what I'm next doing for the Italian section, because if you know me well, then you know I love my Italian cars, and they're my favourite country for doing cars in, obviously Ferrari and Lamborghini. Do I do it? I want one, but do I spend that much time? It's $1 million, and it would take me quite a while to earn it. thing is that I might get it in yellow because that's not Rosso Corsa. That's a different red. It's not proper Ferrari red, even though it looks very similar. It ain't exact. I've got the Rosso Corsa red in my livery editor, so I can put it on. So that's why I might get it in yellow, because that also looks pretty nice. But so does the white. The white's quite nice, but I don't think I'd ever own a Ferrari in white, even if I won in real life. I'd just be too embarrassed. It'd have to be in the colour, in one of those two, I think. The dark one works, but still, I wouldn't want to take it outside, because black works, but not like these two. The Giallo Argento is quite a regular pop-up colour. If you keep looking around Lamborghini, there might be quite a few. What's that? That's Mondina. No, Modena, however you call it. That's very similar. I have a LaFerrari, of course. What's their little blue tick? So I don't have any of the later ones. I wanted that, but look at the price. See, if you want to buy it, you can't even buy it with real money. It's not a possibility. I want one. But if you were to win absolutely every single race that you ever did with the X-Bull competition car, I'll show you what I mean by this. So if you wanted one of them cars, might not even be the fastest way of getting it, but from perspective, the fastest way, I've got 150 wins, cool. But the fastest way of getting it is going straight to endurance and going to X-Bull endurance series, so 500 grand a piece. But look at the fuel consumption and the tyre wear and stuff. It's like you got 30 laps. You're all in the same car. Your car can't be that much better. They're 3 million, so you got to get 3 million before you can even do that. I could do it, but still, doing that, you would have to win 25 of those races to afford that car, and get first every single time. And with them being 30 laps, I'm guessing they're quite big. Probably an hour a piece. So that's 25 hours you'd have to spend, on average, to try and get that car. And it ain't worth it. It looks cool, but it ain't worth it when you can just look at it, because that's all you're going to do anyway. I'd never drive it. I'd go into the VR bit and have a look at it in the showroom. I'd love to do that, it'd be nice. But, anything new? Yes. That. Which annoyed me. Because... Wait, that's a racer. It's 5 million. That's another problem. I want that car, but it's 5 million, and I pride myself on having every Corvette. But then they had to put a new one in that's 5 million, and that's kind of out of budget by a long way. I'm just saying, I've also signed a contract with Lamborghini now instead of Nissan, so I'm back. I'm on it with them now, so I'll be driving for them. When is the next series? I can't remember. Let's have a look. The 13th, round 1, exhibition series. Stuff for the manufacturer of the nations. They're both there. When are they? Okay, so that one's at 20 past 10. That one's at 20 to 12 at night. On the 13th. Today it's the 6th. It's a Wednesday. 13th, is that Wednesday then? If it's a week today. Yeah. So it's in a week today, and it's It's a Wednesday. I can do them both because I don't have college. Or I have work. Shit. I could do it the week after, but I have to do it for round one. I'll probably just do the nations and I'll leave the manufacturers till season 3 probably. I'll do it in the next round if I have time. Time trials, I'll have a course, racing at kit. But yeah, because I've signed, I think it might show me that I'm signed a Lambo somewhere. I think it might be on my profile, but achievements. There you go, Lamborghini. Should usually say Nissan, but it would do anyway. He's logged on. Nearly at 180. Playtime 133 hours. 22,000 credits. Way past all this. These are all from stuff that I have nothing to do with. Victories? What? Achievement bonuses on other races you win. Oh, maybe achievement sport mode. That's sport mode stuff, and I don't use sport mode very often. This will probably be my first season doing it fully, because I was shit and now I'm not, so what else can we talk about? You know, I could talk about cars because I know a lot about cars, so talking about sports cars that I know about, I can give a bit of insight into tips and tricks of what to buy. This is technically tips and tricks part 2, off of the track. So as last time, I think it was last time. Wait, did I even release that video? I didn't. Right, or was it a stream? I can't remember if it was a stream or video. I think it was a video. Basically, I went into tips and tricks part 1, but my my editing software on the PlayStation collapsed. I don't know what happened, but somehow it just went from usable to non-usable. So when I get my new PS4, hopefully it should be back on when I get a new one, and this one can just float away into non-existence, e.g. downstairs. For Lamborghini, the best car you can get, I'll tell you what, we'll just go through the best cars of each. Started at the top, at America, working our way on. So, in the land of the free and the home of the weak and cowardice, sorry. The car that you would want from this area is the Ford GT LM Spec 2 test car. I used it once, I really enjoyed using it. Either that one, or even better, if you can, the Premium Fastback. If you're just starting out in the game, that is a perfect ride to keep going. Use it. That's what made me into the champ that I am today, is that car. Raptor's useless, Mustang can be alright. If you're into rallying, go ahead, but most of Ford's cars are pretty good. Moving on to Chevrolet. For me, I've drove all these cars. The best one is probably the GR4 car. I know the GR3 car's better, but there's a lot of GR3 cars to come, so the GR4 is good. The GR3, if you're just racing against your friends, use the GR3. If you're looking for a low-end one, probably the C714. It's a fast little bastard. And it's good. And it's not even little, it's quite big. Innuendos late at night, cool. For Dodge, don't go there. Get £1 million together and buy the Tomahawk X technology. Is it the technology? I've got 2 different ones. Yeah, it's the X. Make sure it's the X. I didn't have a choice today. What colour? Oh no, I had red and black like that. Yes, get one. You know you want one. Get one. Look at the amount of the max power, 2,586 brake horsepower, and that's before modifications. And that thing is the devil. That's what gets me my £1,000,000 all the time. And for the time, I'm not going into that because there's only one car, so get that one if you want one. Same for Chaparral. That's a pretty good car though, rocket powered, pretty cool. Pontiac, there's only one, it's a Firebird. Tesla, I think there's only one, so it'll be that one. Yep. Plymouth, there's only one. Shelby, I don't really need to go into. Shelby, but probably the GT350. I don't know. I've used the Cobra, but that's just for VR. Don't spend 50 million in a car like that. David spent 400 grand on a GT350 because I bet you there's a lot of better cars for a cheaper price than that. Right, moving on to the European section. I'll try and go a little bit quicker. Jaguar. A very nice brand of car. I like them. For me, it is probably the F-Type Coupe. Get that after your Mustang. Get that because that'll help you get to intermediate races. That'll get you more 30 grand a race and stuff like that. And that's where you can start earning more money, getting more daily challenges done, getting some better cars together. You know, I was quite lucky that I got my Chaparral rocket powered car, first one. I didn't pay $1 million for it. I got it for free. Still in my garage today. I'll actually have a drive in it in a minute, the Chaparral, after I finish this. So Jaguar, get that one. XJR9 you can get if you've got more money. Aston Martin, bit more tricky. Probably for value, probably the DB11. It's quite a nice car, gets you from A to B. 177s alright. I don't really use these though. They're a bit shit. Well, they're not, but I just don't use them because whatever. McLaren, easy. It's a one of two. It's either a 650 or the VGT. You've got money, get the VGT. You ain't got money, get the 650. 650 is still expensive, but it's affordable if you commit, which it says there, prepare, commit. That's why I got them. DVR, there's only one car, get it. I think there's only one car, there might be two now, but still. Yep, there's only one car, get the Tuscan Speed 6 if you are gay. But I get it because I want every car in the game and it was cheap. As chips at the time. Volkswagen. Still difficult. Don't really drive them. Probably the GTR VGT. No clue. That just looks like a heavy Golf. Mercedes Benz, bit trickier, but there's two obvious answers possibly. Nope, there is one obvious answer. The AMG GT3 2016, 450 grand, total bargain. Really good car, but not as good as some GR3s. It's supposedly the best, it ain't the best. I time trialed it on a video. I don't know if it was a stream or a video. I think it was that last tips and tricks video where I proved myself wrong about the Lamborghini. I proved myself wrong about Lamborghini, and that's why I started a contract with them. For BMWs, probably the Z4 GR3 maybe. Or no, the M6. That GR3 car is supposed to be quite good. I've never used it. Audi, not going into it, I don't think. There's no point. Actually, no, there is a point. There's a massive point. Why do I always answer this section? I don't know. I swear I had an R18. No. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter about Audi, nobody likes them. Sorry, Marvel. I know you're always using them. Minis, there's only one Mini. You can't go wrong with a Mini. Porsche. If the 918 was in this game, I would say the 918, but as it isn't, I'd say the The Taycan, the new Taycan Turbo S, is absolutely gorgeous. Really good car, really nice drive. The GT3 RS will get you places, but it's not guaranteed. But that Taycan will do you business. It's fast, and it don't make a load of noise, so it's quite nice drive. No, 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 no. Chiron. No, 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 no. Ferrari. The reason I'm saying no is just because they're crap. So for Ferrari, your greatest bet is LaFerrari probably. Between LaFerrari and Enzo is pretty good. F40. You know, I've had that one. Sold some of these because I don't use them anymore. 365 GTB I need to use. GTB4 I need to get into that. I need to buy one. Start testing it out on the track. Get back onto the auto drone thing. Whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Okay, so Lamborghini. We've got... I've got most of the Lamborghinis now. Best one by 100 miles is the Huracan GT3 2015 plate. It is absolutely amazing. It's better than the Mercedes. It's better than any Ferrari. It's the best GT3 car I've drove. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Worth the buy. Next. Not going into it. No. 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 Pagani. There's only two types of Paganis. It doesn't really matter. The ones in wire is probably better because it's cheaper and it's a little bit faster, I think. Maserati is only one. Get that if you want one. Japan. Toyota. Quick look. These are obviously dead cheap. Corolla 11 and the Tirana. Don't really know the difference. Don't think there is any. MR2 is pretty good. Low end specs, GT86 is nice. Super is pretty good. I have most of these cars. But probably, for value, the best is probably the Supra, to be fair. Supra is pretty good. Then you can put so much extra horsepower on it. You can put up to 900 horsepower in it. Boost it up to the top of that. Top range. Proper good. Nissan. It's a simple one. Have I not got that? Oh, I've got that. It's a very simple one. A drifty. Get the V spec. The the R33. Short moaning. Anyone who's like, oh, R32's better. No, R33. R34's good, but R33. If you've got a bit of smack in the bank, you might want to get something a bit more, like a GR4, GTR. Knock yourselves out. To be fair, I couldn't give a shit, mate. I'm just doing this for tips and tricks and helping you out. Honda. If you can afford the NX Type R, go for it. It's good car. The new NSX is quite good as well. I've obviously got the race spec. I've got both of these. If you have the kind of money to buy these, knock yourselves out. The Epson NSX is amazing, but it's quite an expensive one, so keep your pockets wide for that. Mazda I'm not going into. Subaru I don't really want to, but why not? I don't really use Subarus. Probably the BRZ. Nah, the Impreza. That's if you're going rallying, which I don't, because I'm a normal person. Mitsubishi, I think they only have one car. Daihatsu, I think that's the same. Lexus. I don't know. I have no clue. Probably one at first two. Suzuki's only got one car, I think, if anything. Yeah, the Swift, you don't want one of them. Gran Turismo, I guess we could have a look through that. You can't really put anything onto this though because they're all a bit different. Mark 40 is pretty good, and the Greggy Fuju to the Z, so one of those two. The junior one's good for helping you to get early money. Get that. 350 grand, early money. Obviously you can pay 3 million for up to these big boys, and you get competition war on them. You get loads of money for that. But still. Super, I don't think that's a thing. Oh no, they do have a showroom. Yeah, they have a Toyota and a Honda sponsored Formula 1 or E or whatever. This one? Probably the Genesis GL4, I don't know. Do I have that? No, I don't. It's cool though. It's up to you. Mainly I'd just say stick in Italy and dropping on that the Lambo. So best cars out of them all to get if I was gonna pick, shall we say 3 from each section? Mia, a Ford test car, the rocket powered supercar from Chaparral or hypercar thing, and the shall we say the we'll say the C7. Europe. We'll pick 3 from here. 3 from these two. No, we'll just pick 5 from this section because there's quite a few. So for best cars out of this section, the GT3 car in that, the Taycan, that's 2. 3 the VGT McLaren, 4 the Lamborghini GT3 Huracan, 5 the LaFerrari. I'm missing that Bugatti for a big reason. They're quick, but they're just corners crap. And from here, Honda NSX, the old version, the Freddy Guru thing, I can't remember what it's called. Greggy Fuju. That's quite a good car, get that. And the Junior from the Gran Turismo section as well. So yeah, that was a quick guide and a quick talk about cars. Enjoy this, whatever, I don't care. Enjoy it, don't enjoy it, I'm doing it because I'm bored. And I'll see you soon-ish, maybe, if my